don't really consider it much of like a challenge, I think it's just getting back to what I've always done. I mean, I'm not new to, playing nickel. That's kind of what I played last year. So I think it's, just stepping up whenever the team needs me, just doing my job.
How about the opponent this week and what Herbert brings to the table? What stands out when you see him on tape?
Dynamic arm, can make a lot of throws, and they do a good job with the weapons they have of, playing to their strengths, so we got a good matchup this weekend. So we got to bring our best.
And then McConkey in the slot there, so skill set for him, and how do you defend a guy like that?
Nice receiver. A lot of his routes marry up. He's kind of crafty at the top of the route, and he does a good job of being deceptive with his route. So you just gotta play with technique and be on top of everything because he's a solid receiver.
Give us the vibe in this locker room this week, coming out of last week's game, but still, hey, 7 seed, a lot of important football out there for this team, right?
I think you just see a lot of hungry dudes, tired of like the same old Jags. You know what I mean? We just, just want to rewrite the narrative. I think you see a lot of guys that's tired of the same old. You feel me? So I think you can kind of see it in the way we practice and the way we come to work. We're just tired. So, I think we're just ready to get another one, get that taste of our mouth.
It's been like a month since you played in this stadium, right?
Yeah.
Home crowd would help, right?
Yeah, I love it. I'm so happy to be back playing in Florida. I feel like we've been on the road like every week. Like, even when we were playing in London, like it was a home game, but it was like 50 hours from your house. So I'm just kind of excited to be back at home.
Obviously, you and Jordan have been close this year. What's he done to kind of help you these last couple of weeks? I know Cam said even when he hasn't been in the game, he's been communicating with everybody.
Yeah, I think I literally think we talk like after every play. Like I look to the sideline, just look at him, and make sure I did right. Like I did it right. He give him like a thumbs up. But I think he's been kind of everything to me. We watch a lot of film together. I pick up a lot of stuff from his game. He's been doing it for a long time. So I think he was exactly what I needed. For this year.
And you're in the middle of your second year now, just reflecting where you were this time last year. How far have you really kind of come since then?
I think a lot of my growth has been like off the field as far as like how I prepare, how I watch film, and becoming more of a pro. Like last year was just kind of like I could play. I'm a ball player, but now I'm starting to put it all together. So I think big credit to Jordan and Eric for that.
A lot of important football. Every week's important, but there's still everything out there for this team, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're still on the hunt. Got to play good football and let's go on a run, catch a run. But it's all important, just focusing on our details all the way through the game, learn how to win them games, and then keep that momentum going forward. We got to start it off. So we got to come out this game playing the right way, keep that momentum for the rest of the season.
How tough was it the day after last week?
Tough, but you learn from those things. You got to take them as lessons. But everything got to be applicable right now. It hurt, but use that pain to propel you forward.
A lot of good players on this defense. So where can you guys make the most improvement on defense in the last 8 weeks?
Being on our details and trusting the assignment of the guy next to us and stuff, and just playing 11 as one, and flying around the ball, play with that same energy and passion that we're accustomed to playing with.
Scouting report time. Give us your scouting report on Justin Herbert at quarterback.
Great player. Tall, good arm, good legs, runs with it, reads the coverage as well. I mean, yeah. I see a lot of similarities to him and Trevor, to be honest with you, like just watching them play the game and how they throw the ball and all that stuff. So, very good player and makes a lot of plays for them.
And Lad McConkey's making a lot of plays for them too down the field in the passing game. What's it about the way he runs routes and gets open?
Yeah, just tell he's just doing his scheme and stuff. Obviously, they got Keenan Allen over there too, so we probably learned a lot from him this year and stuff. So they run routes off each other well and understand the leverages, when the option, when to break it off and stuff. So it's about timing and stuff. He got good hands to go right after the catch.
Feels like this team hasn't played at Everbank in like forever. It's been about over 30 days, I think. So
yeah,
good to be back home.
So
right?
we want to get a win back home for sure. Yeah, that'd be good for us.
From your perspective, you and Schumer are guys that have to be up and ready no matter what happens. So how challenging is that, and how do you be ready for game day?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of our role, right? Like, being the backups, we kind of need to know everywhere along the line, and every given week, like, your role could change. So you just kind of got to be ready for 4 or 5 positions, and you embrace the role and whatever it takes to help this team win. So.
And you in game the other week down in Vegas, you're like trying to figure out the silent count. You're playing tight end. A lot happening there in game when the team needed it. So how do you study all of that throughout the week?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of know our job, our role. We'll go through our plays throughout the week, and you just got to study. It's just another position, tight end. Fundamentals are the same as what we're already doing. You're just one over. Yeah, silent count and stuff is tough, but you kind of learn on the fly. Like, that was basically first time doing it, and as the game went on, you kind of learn what you got to do, the cues you got to pick up on in the game, and kind of just let it fly. So,
what about the mentality of this offensive line and offense as a whole, but mainly you guys up front, the physicality that you guys want to play with? Is it there? Is there more out there for this group?
Both, for sure. We definitely, that's one of our MOs, is we got to be physical. I think we've been doing a good job of that, but there's always more. We want to be the most physical group in the NFL, and there's definitely times where we feel we are, but there's definitely times where we know we need to be better, and that's something we can continue to preach every week, and we just got to continue to be more physical. So
it always feels like week to week there's always like big-time stat defensive lineman on the other side. It's the NFL. It's just how it goes. But give us a brief scouting report, if you can, on the Chargers up front this week.
Yeah, so the ends in particular, they got several of them that play both sides. So tackles, we're going to need to be ready for multiple guys are going to be going against throughout the game. Some teams, limited to the left or right. A lot of power. You got some big guys on the inside. I mean, like you said, physicality, we're going to need to be very physical this week and move some guys off the ball.
I know there were probably some tough conversations in here on Monday after the game in Houston, but now moving ahead, 7 seed, 8 games left, a lot of football still ahead for this team, and everything's still out there, right? That's got to be the mindset here.
Yeah, a ton of football left. Losses always suck at the end of the day, but you got to move forward. It's a 1-0 mentality. Every week's important, and now we're under the Chargers, and we need to get a W.